So, if you're keeping up with the news, then you've most definitely heard that a very outspoken man by the name of Donald Trump is currently running for the US presidency. Now, I don't live in the US, so I'll try to keep things unbiased on here. So join us as we look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly things about Donald Trump.
Number 10.
He likes to sue. Before spending much of his time on the political stage, Mr. Trump spent a lot of time somewhere else. The courtroom. He sued a number of individuals for a number of reasons. Too many to list all of them, but here are some of his most notable cases. In the 1980s, when Trump was in the early days of his professional ascent, he sued another businessman who dared to have the same last name as him. In 2013, comedian Bill Maher joked that Donald was the son of a monkey and offered $5 million to prove his dad was a real human being. Trump released his birth certificate and proceeded to sue the comedian for refusing to pay him the money. In the 1980s, Trump was planning to build a tower in Manhattan that would have been taller than the now called Willis Tower. A writer for the Chicago Tribune stated his doubts about this happening. Trump didn't like this one bit and sued the newspaper.
Number 9.
He's got a board game. Every presidential candidate has something unique about them. George Washington was a successful liquor distributor. John Tyler had 15 children, more than any other president to date. James Buchanan regularly bought slaves in Washington, D.C. and quietly freed them in Pennsylvania. JFK was a huge James Bond fan, and Donald Trump has his own board game. The game was released in 1988. The rules are simple. Players need to invest in real estate properties while attempting to bankrupt competitors. I wonder if Trump is good at his own game.
Number 8.
He doesn't drink. I mean, of course he drinks. It would be a bit weird if he didn't. What I mean to say is he doesn't drink alcohol. He told Forbes in 2011 that he doesn't drink alcohol and it's easy for him to avoid drinking. This is because his older brother Fred struggled with alcoholism. He died and it influenced him to stay away from any alcoholic beverages. Good for him.
Number 7.
The Apprentice paid well. Pretty much everyone knows that in 2004 Trump became the executive director and star of The Apprentice in the US. I say in the US because there's also the UK version starring Sir Baron Knight Lord King Sugar, or whatever his title is these days. Anyway, what you might not know is that for every single episode of The Apprentice, Donald Trump was paid $375,000 by NBC. Not going to lie, if someone offered me that money to sit in a chair and tell people they're fired, I'd be all over it.
Number 6.
We're all aware that Donald is a wealthy man. How could we not be? He's constantly letting us know how deep his wallet goes. But something not so commonly known is that Donald has been on the verge of personal bankruptcy, and his companies have hit bankruptcy multiple times. The Trump Taj Mahal went bankrupt in 1991, the Trump Plaza in 1992, Trump Hotel and Casino Resorts in 2004, and Trump Entertainment in 2015. That being said, Trump today owns more than 100 companies and his total net worth is estimated to be over $4 billion.
Number 5.
He is a wrestling fan. Donald is not only a big fan of the World Wrestling Entertainment, but he is also a personal friend of the owner, Vince McMahon. Over the years, Donald has been featured a number of times on both Monday Night Raw and WrestleMania. Not only that, but he used to own the Monday Night Raw franchise, and he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2013. Best of all, he helped to shave Vince McMahon's head in 2007 after he won the Battle of the Billionaires match against Vince.
Number 4.
He has a Hollywood star. In 2007, the Hollywood Walk of Fame gave out their 2,327th star to none other than Donald Trump for his contribution in the entertainment industry via the hit reality show The Apprentice. At the live broadcast event, he stated that the show was an absolutely amazing experience. In September of 2015, Donald Trump's star was defaced by an unknown individual with a clearly visible yellow X. The star was restored to its original condition, but the vandal was never caught.
Number 3.
He was an energetic child. Trump's parents sent him to the New York Military Academy when he was at the young age of just 13 because he had a lot of energy as a child. At the academy, he learned a lot of discipline, and he graduated from the military academy in 1964 before continuing his education at Fordham University and after some time, the University of Pennsylvania.
Number 2.
He's tried to become president before. At the time of making this video, Donald Trump is in the process of running for President of the United States, and he's actually doing rather well. What many might not know is that Donald Trump has shown interest in running for the position before, more than once. He considered running for presidency in 1988, but chose not to run. In 2000, he took things a bit more seriously and created an exploratory committee where he campaigned, but ultimately ended it due to an internal conflict within the group. He again considered running as a Republican in 2014, but chose against running. And the rest is history really, because now he is the front runner for the 2016 Republican Party's nomination.
Number 1.
He likes social media. Donald Trump is an active user of social media. More specifically, he likes to tweet about things that are on his mind. The trouble is, when God was giving out filters, he most definitely forgot about Trump. Here are some of his most notable tweets.